Bonjour les amis, on se retrouve dans Deux Crew Motorfest pour faire la nouvelle playlist Red Bull. C'est parti. C'est la Red Bull Speed Clash. Il y a 7 épreuves dans cette playlist, c'est parti.
Hi boys and girls, Becky Evans here. I'm joining Motorfest for this new playlist and I didn't come alone. Red Bull sets up at the summit of Maui on a playground dedicated to every possible racing discipline. We love it. In this playlist, you get to become a pro at every discipline and find out which discipline is the best. Can a motocross bike beat a rally car? Can an AGP beat an aeroplane? It's up to you to take on the craziest challenges and answer the questions that everyone's asking. And I won't be the only one hosting this playlist. Motorsport stars will join us and give you all of their tips and stories. It's shaping up nicely. Let's go. Let's begin the Red Bull experience.
The clash of disciplines starts now. To get the full experience, check out Sounds of Red Bull, the new track list in the music player.
Et c'est parti pour le Rally Blast.
Hey guys, welcome to Motorfest, the podcast. Here I get real with Red Bull athletes to tell us about the intensity of motorsports and the love they feel for it. And let's talk about Rallycross, which is the theme of the first playlist event. For the occasion, I asked two of the most exciting Rallycross names about their ideal car. Here are the Hanson brothers. Guys, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you so much.
So, Timmy, if you were to describe your ultimate dream machine, what would it be?
Something like, what they have in Pikes Peak, a lot of power, a lot of suspension travel, being able to jump really far.
Kevin, over to you.
Like really long suspension travel, so you can jump like crazy. Rebel livery, red.
Yep, okay, makes sense. The car you're about to drive meets a lot of Kevin and Timmy's criteria. I hope you guys will love it. Oh, and to listen to the full podcast, it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Just go to the Sounds of Red Bull tracklist of your music player. Enjoy the race.
Il faut finir au moins troisième.
Intégral, boys and girls. Becky Evans here, improvising as the voice of the playlist. Ray Waller, the official voice of the festival, is bedridden. But don't worry, he'll be back soon. I'll be commentating on what you see. And don't blink, because things are going to happen fast. Drivers are entering a tunnel for the first time. Now they have to adapt their driving to the tarmac. It's a cross-terrain race, just like this playlist, mixing all the disciplines of racing. Second lap, ladies and gentlemen. I've always wanted to say that. In my last podcast, Timmy Hansen explained how essential it is to gather enough speed, keep the nose up, and land flat for a successful jump. Woohoo! Looks like this one. Listen to the podcast.
Quattro, the 2016 world champion, has started in first position. But the big surprise, undoubtedly the Ford Puma Hybrid Rally 1, the brand's first electrified rally car. Last round, boys and girls. Way to prepare for our first speed clash.
Vous pouvez choisir entre deux disciplines et vous devez d'abord choisir votre véhicule et ça déterminera la discipline que vous allez faire. Donc soit la moto, soit la voiture. C'est parti. On lance l'épreuve.
Alright boys and girls, I'm super excited because we get to see the first clash of motorsports. We're staying in the dirt and you know the first opponent because we already saw it in action, the Puma. But for the second, you'll have to listen to my last interview.
Hi, I'm Robbie Madison. I'm freestyle motocross rider. I've done a lot of cool stunts.
As a champion athlete and stunt performer, what does flirting with the limit mean for you?
To me, flirting with the limit is like being in the moment. When you're able to flirt with the limit, you're operating at the full maximum potential that you're able to operate. That's the pinnacle, right? That's peak performance.
And you guys, are you ready to flirt with the limits? Team Hansen or Team Madison? Which side are you on?
Maintenant, il faut choisir entre la moto ou la voiture. Je suis très mauvais en moto, donc je vais prendre la voiture.
The Ford Puma. Now you know better than anyone what this machine is capable of.
You're witnessing a real speed clash. The first one to the finish is the winner. Right now, the bike and the car are on the same course, but to keep things fair, they'll diverge onto separate routes, designed to let each vehicle work to its full potential. The course is about to split. Straight ahead for the car, right for the motorcycle. KTM definitely has the advantage of airtime. She's much better at jumping. But the Puma can deal with asphalt and is more reliable on straights. Both have their strong points. Which one will exploit theirs best? No matter the vehicle, dirt requires reflexes, but above all, instinct. Making the right choices quickly is the key to surviving the race. Motocross. We've got our answer, boys and girls.
C'est parti pour le Motorrush.
Back to the podcast studio. Listen to this, folks. What you're hearing is the sound of the KTM RC 16 2022 version, and that's my guess for today. 4 cylinders, 1,000 cubic centimeters, 250 horsepower for just 346 pounds. Take a look at this dynamic marvel and get ready to drive in the time attack. Don't forget, when you're driving along the coast of Maui or the streets of Honolulu, you can listen to all the podcast episodes on the Sounds of Red Bull track list. Now, time to unleash the moto racing power.
Attention, boys and girls, this event can seem simple, but it's crucial for our driver. A time attack to test whether the driver can handle the next clash of disciplines. Playground landmark, and no lie, it's definitely not safe. The RC16 is a little marvel. We had to wait until 2017 to see the RV KTM factory join the competition. The brand has won everything in other competitions, so it was time to see them take on moto racing. moto test passed. Now our driver can either play it safe and keep this vehicle or roll the dice with something unknown. It's an agonizing decision.
Le clash de l'asphalte, on a de nouveau le choix entre deux véhicules.
For the next one, we'll put two disciplines in a head-to-head race and see which one crosses the line first. Racing car or racing bike? Which one is the best? Will it be the beautiful Ferrari 488 in its circuit version, or the KTM RC16 that we all know has great skills? I'm leaning towards the bike. It's lighter and its top speed flirts with 224 miles per hour. It's the logical choice, but aren't we here to defy the laws of logic? Racing car addicts, it's up to you to prove otherwise.
On peut donc choisir entre la moto et la voiture. On va prendre la moto.
Better to bet on the standard we know, isn't it?
No individual courses today. It's a pure face-off on a circuit design for both vehicles. So I don't want to hear any sore losers complaining. May the best win. On track this evening, the KTM RC16 takes on the Ferrari 488 GT3. 600 horsepower for 2,777 pounds for the Italian machine, while the Austrian Stallion boasts only 270 horsepower, but for 346 pounds, not insignificant. The car and the bike can both turn well at speed, but it's the exit of the turn and the entry into the next one that will be decisive. Of the course isn't a track. It's been specially resurfaced to provide a little extra speed. Look at the volcano smoke. So cool. Regardless of who wins, this clash has a lot to live up to. Trumps power. Congrats to all those who bet on the racing bike.
Il faut accélérer lorsque les lumières rouges apparaissent pour remplir la nitro Il faut accélérer dès qu'on démarre avec le boost de vitesse et la nitro ne se remplira pas avec le temps. Il faudra être stratégique et donc les remplir seulement aux endroits où elles se remplissent. C'est parti!
Hey boys and girls, I hope you can keep up because we're about to go hard with the elite of motorsports, the AGP. Cars that can easily go up to 220 miles per hour. And because we always want more in this playlist, we add boost gauges. It's going to be strategic. And as always, I did my homework and talked all things racing with a pro driver. You might know him, Yuki Tsunoda. Could you break down what you feel your driving style is for us watching you on the screen?
My dad used to teach me a lot about braking. Definitely, I like to adapt braking. Recently, last Grand Prix was a bit too much sometimes, and yeah, unfortunately, a couple of times went to the wall. You know, it feels great when you feel the G-force, you know, with the maximum longitudinal G-force when you have nailed the great braking.
And beside braking hard, be focused at the start. It's decisive for the rest of the race.
Drivers are focused. The start is imminent. Let's go! A full AGP race, using boosts in the right place at the right time, will be decisive. Second lap. It's raining. It's going to be a completely different race from now on. The RB AGP Museum is on this circuit. 4 generations, RB 13, 14, 18 and 20. 7 years of evolution from Renault to Honda engines. Between them, these 4 account for more than 70 podiums. Ultimate lap. Drivers, if you've got any extra nitro, now's the time to use it. superb victory. Proof that RB AGP just keeps getting better and better.
On va faire le High Clash. Ce sera de nouveau un choix de véhicule.
Back to the podcast, guys. As you've seen, the playground is a motorsport paradise, but there's still a place that we haven't experienced so far. The sky. I was lucky enough to feature Luke Chapella, Red Bull Air Race pilot, famous for being the first to land a plane on the very tiny helipad 600 feet in the air.
I'd love to know more about the bullseye stunt. There's an attempt, and then the plane like bounces and you keep going, and I had a heart attack and was like, oh my God.
I almost got a heart attack on the first one as well. It took me like 650 practice landings before I went for the actual landing on the helipad. So for an athlete to come out from what I thought was a failure, but that was quite challenging.
So cool. The video is online, you have to check it out. The next race is the most experimental of the playlist. AGP versus stunt plane. Place your bets.
Alors vous pouvez choisir entre l'avion et la Formule 1. Franchement, l'avion c'est impossible pour moi. Je suis complètement nul au pilotage en avion dans Motorfest. Donc je vais prendre ici la voiture. On va jouer la sécurité.
This is the second time that Red Bull is loaning you the RB20. You'll start to make a Dutchman jealous.
Alors il faut pas battre l'avion, il suffit de faire moins de 4,15 ici en difficulté 2.
If you're a Red Bull addict, you'll probably know that this isn't the first time an AGP and a plane have been put on the same grid. Last time, it was in a straight line in a drag race. Here the plane will have to make very tight turns if it wants to keep up with the AGP, which is much more accustomed to doing so. That's really exciting! We enter the second lap. I'm sure you're familiar with the RB20 on the track today, certainly more so than its aerial rival. Stressed for 10G and capable of reaching 975 meters per minute, its size makes it the perfect aerobatic aircraft. Let's hope our pilot will give us a taste. is tricky. When it comes to speed, the AGPs play in a different division.
La guerre de la vitesse.
In your honest opinion, between rally, AGP and motor racing, which is the most intense discipline? The one that brings the craziest sensations?
I think it's motor racing, actually.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
I think F1, it's crazy.
Yeah, I'd go for Formula One.
Rallycross, moto racing, or AGP? Here comes the ultimate challenge of the playlist, but also the end of the podcast. But I'm never far away. I'm always on the air. You'll find all the podcasts on the Sounds of Red Bull tracklist. And then, I don't know why, but I feel like we'll see each other again soon. It's off to the apex of the playlist.
On peut choisir entre 3 véhicules, la moto, la Formule 1 ou ici la voiture de rallye. Moi je vais prendre la Formule 1 parce que j'adore cette voiture, c'est parti.
AGP, champion of all motorsports? Yeah, it makes sense.
Cette voiture est une vraie tuerie en fait.
Who will cross the line first in this head-to-head race? Answer in, about a few minutes. The rally car has already changed its course to reach the dirt. Each vehicle has its own special route designed to match its strengths. The AGP stands out for its speed and braking quality, and of course it sticks to asphalt and is unbeatable in corners. So to make things fair, it will be racing the longest route. The bike's route, on the other hand, is shorter but ultra-technical, forcing the rider to swing through the curves without losing speed. But don't forget that its path is the longest. Everything can still change. Time for the family photo. to the end. We're about to find out who's going to win the ultimate racetrack, the Speed War. The AGP won, ladies and gentlemen, the Queen of Motorsports, the one and only.
Et voici notre récompense. Et voilà les amis, je vous dis merci et à très bientôt pour d'autres vidéos sur la chaîne.